Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Mother's Day. Welcome to Sunday afternoon and another episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being Thrifty Over 50. I'm your one host, Jay.
Hey, I'm Peg. Happy Mother's Day, all you moms out there.
Woo-hoo.
Even the ones that have furry friends or just friends, happy Mother's Day to all.
Just friends.
Just
I think
friends.
everyone has friends.
Yeah.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the moms, both human and fur and reptile and scale. What else would there be?
Yeah.
Well, scales, yes.
Turtles. That's reptile.
That's reptile, yeah. So
Yep.
happy Mother's Day, and also a happy Mother's Day to those of you mothers who have passed on also.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Without them, you wouldn't be here. So good to see you.
That's for sure. That's for sure. We miss them dearly, I'm sure.
Good to see you. And we're celebrating. Yay for moms.
Woo! Gee, just think, Jace, if Dad and I hadn't done it, you wouldn't be here.
Well, yeah, that's true. Very, very, very true.
Well, let me start out by saying this has been a good day and a bad day. Oh, Lordy. This morning, well, about 11:30, it started raining. Well, the temperature dropped drastically, which no one anticipated, and it started to snow. And it wasn't just a little bit. It kept coming and coming and coming. And I'd taken the brush out of the car, of course. So there's the scene prior to after it got so heavy and wet. And the next thing we knew, we heard this crash, and out went my gorgeous 11-foot umbrella. And it is no longer any good. And I'm just sick about that because it was brand new last year. So, it was not a good day weather-wise. I mean, God. And then the internet was out. We came home from brunch, which was very nice. We had a wonderful time at brunch. Jenny and Buzz and Dad and I went, the four of us, and it was lovely. And then when we come home, our internet is out. And now I'm freaking out because of the weather and how bad our internet is out here, if they were even going to get it on. And by 3:30, it still wasn't on. and I'm calling Jace. I mean, we can't FaceTime because I have no internet. And so I'm calling him and saying, I hope we don't have to cancel tonight because of the internet. Well, luckily, I called the company. He's still showing that. I called the company and they said it was due to come on around 4:00. And it did. Thank goodness. So glad to be here, everybody.
Why does anyone live there? In case you watch us later on, it is the date of this live is May 9th. And it's snowing and raining and in the 30s in Cleveland.
And it's fun because on weather report this morning, they were talking about our weather here a year ago.
Oh, no. Hey, hold on, robot.
Oh, already?
Oh, horrible.
Well, what can I say?
You're like an apparition right now.
I'm so sorry. Is it still that way?
Yep, you're froze.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my Lord.
You sound okay now, though.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm just glad that we're going to try and get this show in. Oh, God. It's unbelievable. But we have a great show for you tonight. We really, really do. Lots of fun stuff.
If we get through it.
If we get through it.
All right. Someone asked what my shirt says.
Mm-hmm.
So let me make myself big here.
Okay.
It's a shirt from my mom.
Yeah, it's a great shirt. I couldn't resist.
Dust it off. Someone else wants to wish you a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It's supposed to be April showers bring May flowers, not flurries.
I love it, Stace. That's great.
April showers bring more
May
showers.
Flurries. Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Thank you, Stacy. Love you, sweetheart.
Jim thought Newberry was a made-up name. You never heard us say the name of the town they live in before, Jim?
Oh yeah, Newberry, Ohio.
Newberry, Ohio.
It's a little township. It's a podunk township.
It is like Mayberry, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. Hey, Beck, how you doing, honey? Sheesh. Yeah.
All right, before we get into it, I did get a present today, or actually yesterday, in the mail. You can probably help me with this.
Okay.
It's from Elisa, and it's there's pictures of me on the tube.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
It says Celine Dion is my hero. Come on. I
love
love Celine. For those who don't know, I'm afraid of Celine Dion's neck.
You turkey.
So I have a sneaking suspicion what I'm about to open. And if it is what I think it is, Elisa, I'm going to tear it up. I'm just telling you right now.
No tearing up presents.
If they're presents to taunt me, if you'd be so kind.
Uh-oh. What do we got?
Yeah. Is this poster called The Neck in All Its Glory?
I love it.
Oh,
I'll tell you.
and that's way touched up. That neck isn't too frightening on this poster.
Yeah, but she's got talent out the wazoo.
Ah,
I was lucky
I'm
enough
gonna put that above the crapper, Elisa.
I was lucky enough to see her in Vegas, and oh my God, what a show. It was phenomenal. She works hard. She puts on a great show. Great show. I hear she's coming back to Vegas for a few more stints.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
You're such a turkey.
Thank you for the present, Elisa, you dork. That is horrifying. Absolutely.
I liked it, Elisa. I liked it.
Absolutely horrifying.
Right.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
You're gone? Mwah.
All right,
Have a
honey.
good
Bye, sweetheart. Love you. All right.
All right. So where's Elisa? I didn't even see her.
She's there.
She didn't say anything since I opened it. Where'd she go? The snow getter?
She answered me.
Oh.
I
Use it for
found
target practice.
she says,
hell yeah. I gotta somebody want to send me some darts?
here's what she said. Did you find her note? I found it. I just lost it, but
I love clowns. Clowns aren't creepy. Celine Dion's neck is frightening.
where did that go? I found the most necky poster I could find, she says.
Ay, ay, ay.
Lisa. Oh, I have to give a shout out. I don't know if Jane Sutter's in the chat yet. I've been kind of watching, but
see, look, a fellow Canadian's afraid of her neck too. See, I'm not alone in this.
Oh no. Jane Sutter had a post that she lives in Frederick, I guess, or nearby. And I had been talking about the restaurant of May's that has shrimp and crabs, and where Dad and I drive to for lunch. And they went today, and they loved it. They loved it. Had that key lime pie and some shrimps, and So yeah. So thank you, Jane. I'm glad you had a good time.
All right. So we are here to celebrate my mom, and my mom will be the proxy for all of you moms in the chat and all the moms of the people in the chat. Talking about her accomplishments, where she started and where she's at now, because I fully believe anyone can do this, but you do need some direction, some help, some hand holding, some luck.
Yep.
And it also helps live in a place where everything shows up for a quarter at your garage sales. So that helps too. But I said, hey, Mom, why don't we start with where you were to where you ended up? So with that, we give you a little presentation.
All right. Oh, my.
Speaking of crabs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're making me drool over here.
Speaking of crabs.
Yeah, we Dad and I are, well, even, and Jason, Stacy's some, but not as much as she likes shrimp. But we are blue crab lovers. There is no doubt in our mind. And, we try and get some every chance we get. And like I say, we take that about 4.5 hour drive to Frederick, Maryland to go get crabs. We spend the night. So we have crabs during lunch, dinner, and the next day lunch, and then we come home.
Aaron, you're dead to me. Get out. Just get out, Aaron.
That's okay. I love Celine. Am I out?
Well, not today.
Not
Tomorrow.
today.
Tomorrow you're out. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back in time a little bit and see where Mom came from to get to the point she's at today.
Yeah, as a lot of you know, I was a sales rep for Varsity Spirit Fashions for 22 years, and Jason also was for a while. He was first my assistant, and then he got his own territory, as I had to keep dividing up the territory because it got so large. So after 22 years of doing that, I was going to retire at 65, but then we had that crash. The market went and everything was really, really bad. So Mom decided to stick around and teach and work a little longer. So I didn't retire until 68. And with that, I had taken a trip out to Vegas to see the kids. And Jason says, Mom.
Hold on. Jumping ahead.
Okay.
Wait for the next slide. Hey, is this Donna?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait a minute. That could be. That's an early picture of her.
I thought so.
Yes. I think it is, Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, one of my favorite restaurants. So I came to see.
So hold, please.
Yes.
So I put this whole presentation together, and then she tells me she has no Wi-Fi. I'm like, crap. So I worked all morning on this.
Yeah.
And then I found out, like, I hope we can do this show today. Anyway,
Right.
obviously we can. Go
Yes.
ahead, Ma.
Oh, and this is awesome. I didn't know you were going to do all of this. This is great. So I went out to visit, and of course, Jason says to me, Mom, you should be selling on eBay. I said, oh, Lord, can I really learn another new job at my age? That kind of thing. And so while I was there, he sat me down in the office one day, and we sat. It was one day of training is what I had, you guys, from Jason. And I took a zillion notes. I had to handwrite my notes. A lot of it was in shorthand, Jason. And I just kept writing and hope I could, remember everything he was telling me. So that was the beginning. So what? Oh. Yeah, that's true, Tina. You're right. So with that training, I came home, and the first thing I did started selling was clothing, because Jason said, "Start easy, Mom, something simple." And yeah, we won't start laughing yet until we get down the road. So yeah, mainly it was T-shirts. That was the first thing I sold was T-shirts. And at the time, we could find a lot, Jason. It was easy to find really good T-shirts to sell. And thank you, Lori. And then from the T-shirts, I went into Hawaiian clothing because it was things I knew. And that's the important thing. When you start out, you got to start out with things that you have knowledge of, because that helps you along as a beginner. Not, don't jump into selling water skis when
That's when I teach brand new people, I teach them the same thing, because it's super easy to ship a T-shirt. It is super easy to take a photograph of a T-shirt, even without a mannequin. It's super easy to write it up, because you only need 2 measurements and to ship it. Yeah. And so I always tell people, do not start with water skis or fine china or a chandelier. And also, if you don't have anything in your house to sell, go to the thrift store and thrift some T-shirts in your size. Because if you stink at this and you thrift things that aren't really worth money, the worst you have is some extra shirts in your day, in your wardrobe. So it's a good place to start. So if you've got anybody you're telling to start, just have them start there. Get your feet wet with T-shirts. Really, really can't go wrong.
And so easy to ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the important thing too. So from there, the reason I said, okay, I'm going to do this, I said, since we're retired, I'd like to make enough money to pay for our real estate taxes. That was my goal. And where I live, I consider our taxes extremely high for living in the country with no waters, no sidewalks, no street lights. Our taxes were over $6,000 a year. So for me, I thought that, it's quite a lot of money. So I said, if I can make that in a year, I said, I would be thrilled, to make enough money to do that. Well, it only took me 6 months when I first started. So I was so excited that, I started out small, 20 listings, kept building. But, I guess it really blew Mom away that I could make that kind of money. I just wasn't anticipating that it would come that quick and that fast. So that was really a plus,
How long did you stay? How long did you hover around 20 listings for?
Oh, not too long. But I have to say this, when I started with the 20 listings, you guys, and back in the day, you were giving the long description. Each listing took me about an hour, Jason, in the beginning. I mean, it was horrible, you guys, because I was looking up all this research, to put down in the description. And, so it took a lot of time. Well, they don't want that anymore because nobody reads. And, so now they're nice, quick and easy. So in the beginning, it took a lot of time to make those listings, Jason. I mean, like I said, if I got 8 to 10 listings in a day, it was a miracle, but now much better. Okay. So then it was time to, become more educated. And so that, Dad and I had taken a trip out to Vegas, and Jason was having one of his thrifting classes. And I said, okay, so we attended that, as a participant, so I could keep learning more. When, Jason took us through all the different sections at Savers. And so I kept learning. And then before you know it, we became a teacher. So, my knowledge kept increasing and increasing. And then Dad and I became tour guides and to help Jason. And I hope we get to do it again soon someday. Because, and I guess, the bottom line here is you guys keep educating yourselves. And those of you who watch our show or Jason's thrift show on Thrifty Business on Thursday nights, or all the other ones that, that he throws out to us with the Secret Beach, knowledge is golden. It really, really is. And what I've learned these past 10 years is just amazing. It really, really is, because people even ask me, well, how do you know what to buy? I says, well, you have to belong to some groups. and when you see what other people are posting and listing, and, that's the kind of thing, that you need to improve yourself. Here's a good question for you, Jace.
No. Yeah, I charge her double. Of course not.
So kept increasing, and then I started to approach that 500 mark, and then, once you hit 500, it was definitely would behoove me to open up a store, which I did. And, that at that time, the listings were up to 1,000. And that was my goal. If I could ever hit 1,000, I never have, Jason. I came close. I was in the 900s at one point. And right now I'm still stuck in the 700s. I just can't seem to get even into the 800 bracket. Of course, it's been a little slow in the last few weeks because of Dad. But, I was impressed that I had gotten over the 500 mark, for Mom. So that was good. And this is something that Dad and I kind of do. We're not hardcore like Jason is, and maybe some of you others, yeah. I mean, we do it. If there's a few days we don't feel like doing any eBay, we don't. Because, we're just doing it to have fun and make some extra money. So, it's not a pressure type situation. We love to go out to the sales, and we did go out in the bad weather yesterday, believe it or not. And, but it's not to the point where I have to do it, but it just keeps getting better and better. Honey, I mean, it's just amazing, what you can sell. All right. We got, oh yes, got out of the old comfort zone, and God, what did I do to myself? With the big items. A lot of you might remember this. I had bought this beautiful bar in Chardon, right in Chardon, at a garage sale right near our high school. And she had it listed, I think, for $175. We offered her $100, and she took it. And luckily, of course, we did local pickup only on this particular large item. And we ended up selling that bar for $2,000. So that was probably, Jason, my biggest profit margin, on an item that I have sold. So, you just never know, you guys. Oh, do you really? Oh, well, Lisa, yeah, I tell you, if I ever come across another bar like that, I would buy it again. Because, yeah.
After she said she's never going to buy big things again.
I know. Well, and the thing of it was, we had to borrow a truck. Because, we just have our SUV, so we could bring home a couple of the chairs, but we had to borrow a truck and go pick up the rest and bring it back to the house and sell it. But it didn't take too long to sell, It was definitely a good item. But buying the big items, you guys, it's hard to pass them up when they're going to bring you good money. And just like the water skis and all the TV trays and the web chairs and, things like that. I mean, it's money in your pocket. I mean, so how do you go by and not buy them? I am trying to wean off of it some, but not good enough.
Yeah. And as we're going to show, we got packing photos of two big things tonight. So yeah, wean off.
I know. But hey, it's good money, that's for sure. Okay, and then 4 years ago, I started the Ohio Meetup Group. Sad to say, the past year and a half, we haven't been able to get together, and hopefully, I want to resume again this year in person. So we're going to give it a shot and see, who's had their shots and who's. Oh, Beck, I don't know, Mike. I just can't. Anyways. The meetup group was fantastic. I mean, we have such knowledgeable people in the group, and we had someone speak every month on a different topic. And again, education, learning. And we have just wonderful people in our group. And like I say, I hope we can get going again this year. It's probably going to take some doing, but hopefully everybody will feel a little more comfortable, being together in person, since things are getting better. That's for sure.
And here is Lisa's.
got-
Here's
Oh, now, that is gorgeous. Oh my, that's a beautiful. At least, are you selling this, or is this yours personal property? You
I
know,
think they're personal.
personal. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a beautiful.
How many 75-year-olds that like, you know what I'll do? I'll start a eBay meetup group too, you know?
Yeah, well, let's add some more to the pile.
Yeah.
You know, but I've always been, like you said, a hard worker, and that's just been my mode, of going, So then all of a sudden, well, we should tell the story, Jason. I mean, one night you were having your Thursday night show, and I think what had happened? Was it the internet connection with your guest or something?
Was that the night that we lost? Shoot, I forget her name, but she was Russian.
Yeah, was that it?
Was that night where and Debbie's not in the chat tonight because she's out with her mom for Mother's Day.
Nice.
We were just getting ready to hear the guest, and she was talking about basically leaving Russia, and then she just went bye-bye, and we were like, oh no, KGB got her.
Right.
And I think that was the night you just I go, hey, can you pop in here real quick?
Well, yeah, you asked me if I had anything I could share and show, and to the show, and so just that quick, Mom jumped in to kind of fill the guest spot, I guess, and then Jason must have had the light bulb go off, and said, hey, Mom, want to do a show, you and me? And I thought about it. I said, well, that could be fun. And here we are. How many years have we done this now, Jason? I've lost track, actually.
Quite a few.
And
yeah, this is number like 147.
Oh, yeah. So we're right up there.
And, and there's weeks we missed too. So,
right. Exactly. And then
4 years, maybe.
And I've said it before. I can't thank Jason enough for getting me involved with the show. I mean, it's been so much fun for Mom to do this at my age, everybody, to have the contact with everybody out there that we do. And I thoroughly enjoy all of the feedback that you all give us. It's just been, a wonderful time for me. Hopefully we continue to do it a little longer, as long as we keep selling. And but it's been fantastic. The friendships that I've made with all of you, I treasure all of that, because at my age, you guys, to have something this phenomenal happen in your lifetime is wonderful. And I thank you all so very much.
Wait a minute, missing a few along the way. You can go back and watch it. You shouldn't miss any. Now, I'm assuming you meant missing it live, because you can always go back. She was the guest on next week. So what had happened was her computer died. Not like, I forgot to plug it in. Like, it crashed just as she said. So I'm leaving Russia, and it froze on her like that, and we couldn't even get in touch with her because her computer went. And so that was the end of that.
Right.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, really, it's just been a joy for me. And so thank you, son, for
you're very welcome, Mom.
Pushing, Mom, even though you have to hit the wooden thing a few times.
Wait till we get to the pictures.
No. I know. What can I say? It would, and I've said it before on the show. Oh, I wish I could be here when he's 78 or 75. Any of those, because it's going to happen. He doesn't think, well, it's happening to you now. So just,
Yeah, I didn't tell the story on Thursday night, did I? About
you didn't.
About my breakfast.
No.
So when I do things that because I'm getting older, I always make sure to tell Mom so she enjoys it too. So I make breakfast every other day. I'm a creature of habit for breakfast and lunch. It's pretty much the same stuff. Every other day for breakfast, I make the same thing. So the other day I was making my eggs and salsa that Stacy makes me fresh, and turkey sausage. And then when there's about 2 minutes left of the eggs, I'm going to get some cheese mixed in there. I throw in a bowl of oatmeal in the microwave. So I'm like, all right, eggs got about 2 minutes. I push the 2-minute button on the microwave. And I look over, 40 seconds have gone by, another 20. I'm like, all right, I throw the cheese on the eggs. I start to mix it. So now a minute has gone by of cooking the oatmeal. And I go walking past the island in the kitchen, and there's my bowl of oatmeal still just sitting there. So I looked at the microwave. I'm like, did I put anything in the microwave? Nope. It's just empty. It's just empty and running. So, and for about a second and a half, I thought, what's this bowl?
No, no.
Oh, that's my oatmeal. That's not in the microwave just yet.
Right.
So, yeah. Yep, I'm there.
And don't forget, you grew up on computers. Your mother did not. Your mother grew up on shorthand.
But you like to pretend that you have not been working on them for 20 years.
Well, I have, but there's still things I don't know and understand. And, I'm doing the best I can.
Well, and that's the biggest problem. That's the thing we try and teach people.
Yeah.
When I teach you something new, if you don't do it right away or the next day and you try and do it 6 months later, you ain't going to remember. And that's everyone who's learning's biggest fault is not putting it into execution. Like people who watch my webinars, you should, if we're doing like the flipping CDs, you should go out that week. You've taken your notes, it's fresh in your brain, and get it going. If you're like, I'm going to wait 6 months, man, that's going to be so filtered out of your brain that you're not going to remember it. So when you get taught new things that you can actually do the next day or that night, if we show you how to list something new or use Seller Hub, dig in right away.
Right.
Now with the things at home, you can go back and listen to the show and pause it. But things that we're teaching about out, here's the water skis to look for. Go look for some. Make your notes, make your list, and go look for some. So when you learn things like that, especially as we get older, you got to do it a few times. And even I'll take that back. Even my teenager, I sent her out to take pictures the other day, and she knows the normal. I said, all right, besides the norm, I need a group photo of all of these. She comes back. I go, where's the group photo? I said, all right, so when I tell you something out of the norm, what you need to do in your head is go group photo, group photo, group photo, group photo. Because by the time you get there, you'll be thinking, oh shit, I got to take that group photo too.
Right.
So make sure to do things like that when you're doing something a little bit out of the ordinary. And I always look at the teenager because she does this on the frequent. I go, you get A's in college, right? And she does. And she goes, yeah. I go, so what happens here?
Well, but in some cases that you can't do that. Like filing a claim with the post office. They're so few and far between.
Well, that's different. That's different. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Mom,
hopefully you never have to.
Well, but it still boggles my mind. I still don't get that correct. And it's the picture thing of getting the pictures in there. One of these days we will do a new show. I think, Jason, on the post office claim. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, well, I don't think there aren't claims too much anymore, so it might be a moot point.
Right.
Basically, at the height of COVID, they're like, you got to bring it in. I'm like, are you shitting me, really?
Yeah.
So I got to tell some stranger who bought something from me that I apparently packed poorly.
No.
They now got to go into a building with a bunch of other people? No. So I just ate it because I wasn't going to put my customer through that.
Right.
That's just silly at this point. Maybe in 6 months or 2 years ago, sure. But in the middle of all this, I'm like, no, I'm not sending some stranger into a building with a bunch of other people right now. I'm just not going to do it.
Now, the other thing, Jace, was the video. And I forced myself to find more things that needed a video.
See? And you kept doing it over and over. Now you got it.
So now I've got the video. And I'm
look, you got it just in time. eBay's finally going to give us a video.
Yeah.
It took you all this time to get it, and then you don't even really need to get it. So if you don't know, eBay said, hey, we're going to give you a video, but it hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to happen at once. It's going to be a rollout process. So as soon as one of us gets it, we'll definitely be showing you. But that's one of those things where I can't teach it until I have it. So when people Nadine keeps asking me questions about managed payments, I'm like, I'm not in it. I can't answer that. I have no clue. I'm still not in managed payments. I could not answer a question about it. There's Craig. Craig, you were in a picture earlier, but I don't think you were here. You were like photobombing in the back of the picture.
Glad to have you, board, and thank you for all.
But look, everyone can do it. I've said this a million times. I want it to sink in. When my mom was a teenager, her mode of transportation was a horse, not a car, a horse. And we didn't grow up in the 1800s.
Nope.
So mom wanted to go to town. She rode her horse to town.
I sure did. I visited all my friends from school on my horse, you guys. I rode my horse everywhere.
Now, did your friends have cars?
Well, that was early on. When I finally got my car at 16, then it changed a little bit. But before that time, it was all on horseback.
Oh, no apologies, Craig. I wasn't sure if you were around. You were just chilling in the back of a photo we showed.
Yep.
You were not behind the horse. Oh, nice. Elisa sold the Hawaii vinyl today. Nice.
Ooh, sweet.
But look, my mom can do it. Anyone can do it. And I don't say that to say my mom isn't capable. But at 68, to take that left turn to go into something totally different and crush it. And that's the thing. Anyone can try this. And we've all had a friend or a relative that has tried this and found it was work and gave up within the first week.
How's my sister doing?
That was my prime example.
Prime example.
And so those of us that stuck with it, and those of us who are older, like my mom and some of you in the chat that stuck with it and who are doing well, and mom went from just paying her property taxes to paying for all their travel pre-COVID, obviously, and their fun stuff. So I know they got money socked away and they're itching to do something fun.
We are.
Depending
on Big Daddy. And just a quick update on Dad. He's coming along, guys, but very slow. Very slow.
So you were high class because you had a horse. Becky had a bike.
Of course, I grew up on a horse at 5 years old. And so, horseback riding and horse shows were my life as a youngster. Yeah.
So if any of you have those moms out there that are at retirement, in retirement, bored, need some money, don't want to be the Walmart greeter, bring them on into the show. Have them watch it. Have them join the thrifting board. Baby steps. I didn't push mom and dad into having 500 items. I just looked. You got 741 right now. So she started at 20 and she's hovering around 700. That's damn impressive.
Like I say, we don't do this hardcore. We're just not. We're like, I haven't listed an item actually, Jason, now in about a week because Dad hasn't been up to taking.
Well, it's funny. We're listing like maniacs over here, but I just realized I haven't sourced in like 3 weeks. So not that I need to, but I'm seeing my friends going out and getting stuff, like friends in town and friends, and on the thrifting board. I'm like, oh man, I haven't sourced in forever, but that's changing next week. So we'll talk about that in a second. Peg and her magic quarter end. See, that's the one part we can't all get. That's the part that stinks. I can teach you how to list a pair of jeans, but man, we cannot all get lucky and get things for a quarter like my mother.
Oh yeah, will you see my haul?
Oh no, it's all quarter. Hey, you stop it, Stace. You be quiet.
You gotta go. Excuse me, outsourcing. My goodness.
I know I'm missing good stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so let's do a little quick housekeeping here, and then we'll get into scores and shipping. How did Big Daddy ship this time? All right.
Yep. Oh, I'm still pooped.
All right. If you missed Thursday night's Thrifty Business, it was a little bit of a long one, but it was a really, really good one.
Good.
Not that they aren't all good, but this is my friends Dave and Liz Ng, and we talked a lot about mixing businesses. Liz is very much fashion. And Dave is car parts, and he did not start as car parts. So that's another kind of thing. Where mom started and where she's at now, two totally different people. Mom's like, I'm just going to do clothes. Hey, giant bars and stuff. Dave was just in a junkyard getting a part for his own car and started looking at all these cars and like, well, that steering wheel is worth some money and that antenna is worth some money. And now he's made a whole new business for himself. So if you didn't watch that episode of Thrifty Business, go back and watch it.
Yeah,
and if you didn't watch it, just save it for Thursday night and watch it because there is no show this Thursday. Stace and I are actually off. There is maybe 1 or 2 people in the chat, including my mom, who know where we're going. Shh, don't say nothing. Okay. But we are off. Stace and I are off to visit 4 tiki bars in 4 days.
Jealous.
Where are we going? That's going to be the thing. And I'll be popping up little pictures of us here and there. So if you happen to figure out where we're at and you're nearby, come by and say hi. And then also no show next week because we will be at a tiki bar.
Yep.
In some other part of the world, not Las Vegas.
Exactly.
All right. Each week we have cute and or fun and or embarrassing photos of us in our youth or younger. And we call that Mama's Boy, and that's my mama. So first up, that's my mama.
Well, and that's my mama.
Yeah.
So here I am about 3 months old, you guys. Just get a load of the bassinet, would you?
Becky, you want to talk about fancy? Look at this bassinet my mother slept in. Holy
well,
shit.
I was the first daughter of the only son in the family, in an Italian family. And so they went all out, I guess, to get mom that bassinet. But I love my mom's look there and the hairdo and her. Scroll down to her shoes, Jason, if you can. You can get those in there. Wonderful woman, best mom ever for me, of course, and lost her way too soon, huh, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mom was 66 when she passed. 66? Yeah, 66 when she passed. So that, as you can see, way too young. But and I'm sorry that picture didn't show the dresser. It was one of those old-fashioned ones with the painted decal on the front. I can remember those growing up. My mom kept that forever. But yeah, wonderful woman. Wonderful woman. So my mom had me when she was 22, I think, Jace. I think, yeah. So I'm 3 months older. Miss her.
And now it's time for Mama's boy. And then so one good turn deserves another. Hey, I would like to point out baby beard.
Mm-hmm.
No glasses yet.
Yep.
I've still got my earrings in.
Oh my God.
Got a little bit of peach fuzz. I don't know if I have any ink yet. I don't know exactly.
Look at
Nothing
that.
visible yet, obviously. Oh, and we're smoking cigars. I just realized.
Oh yeah, probably with the boys. Look how dark Mom's hair was.
Look how dark your hair is.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I changed that.
Look how dark your hair is.
Yeah, that was a wonderful trip to Hawaii. That was a bunch of us went, right? I think.
Yeah. It was a big crew of us that went to Hawaii.
Yeah, big crew. Yeah, I hope I can get back one more time. I hope.
And then I got a bonus here for you.
Oh, that's your blanket. Made by your grandmother. Well, your great-grandma. This is my grandma Stone made those, Jason.
Yeah, so I was cleaning out some boxes that you sent me a long time ago, and I found this blanket, and it had a crazy, like what looked like a blood stain on it, and we got it all clean, and it's in fine condition. So that was my baby. That was my baby blanket.
Yes, that was your baby blanket. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh, that was a treat.
Stacey and I did a photo shoot this morning. We had to take about 20 photos to get one I liked.
That was great. What a good surprise.
Surprise. Yes, Jason baby blanket. And that sucker is warm. So Stacey's taking pictures and she's moving stuff out of the way. And I'm like, hey, this blanket is hot. Hurry up.
Well, that's good.
Have my pierced hole healed over yet? Nah, I can still stick earrings through them. I haven't in forever, though.
Yeah.
But I could. Now, it's actually a pretty decent sized blanket. I was actually shocked. The blanket would be okay for Stacey. She's short. But it's a nice blanket. I'm glad I still have it. So thanks for keeping it.
I'm glad you do too. That's a treasure. It really is. Okay, time for scores, huh?
Wait,
What? You saw the paint by number? I don't believe it.
I did. It went back and forth quite a bit. She wanted me to ship it without the frame, everybody. And I didn't want to do it because maybe I would have damaged it taking out of the frame. If she wants to take it out, let them take it out. But I wasn't about to do it on my end because of the way it was sealed on the back and everything. And I said no. I said I would rather ship it as is. And did pay $3 for that, and I took a best offer of $30. Paint by numbers are always good sellers, everyone. If you can get them cheap enough, don't pay big money. Which is
I'm sure we have some somewhere. That was a spur of the moment kind of thing with Stace this morning, so I didn't have time to see if I found any. But if I do find some, then we'll reference back to it.
Yeah. If I can come across any, I definitely will too. As Mom goes through everything.
What? You sold the vintage phone? Hey. It isn't so.
Yeah, this is the trim line in the orange. The good thing about this one, because I have another one to get up pretty soon, Jason. It has the orange cord as well. Some of them don't have the original cords. And I paid $4 for that and took a best offer of $20.
See, this is where you should not be on that red.
Yeah, I know. Listen, you got to tell the photographer.
Because let me tell you, it don't look real orange in this picture.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
The red really changes. Yeah. Jenny, your mom's still alive, Jenny? Shut up. That's awesome.
Oh, that is fantastic, Jim.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. You are blessed. You are really blessed with that, honey. For sure.
What? You sold a moo-moo? Say it isn't so. It's like Mom's greatest hits on Mother's Day. This is crazy.
Yeah. So this is a Liberty House moo-moo, guys. Now, and the reason I showed this, I paid $3 for this. Moo-moos, as we have said before, are the loose-fitting dresses from Hawaii. And most of the time, they're not very flattering. And this was just an average one. I didn't think I'd get much money on this, Jason, but I did take a best offer of $25.
Boy, you guys went slim. Only 3 whole pictures.
Is that all that was on there?
1, 2, and 3. That's it.
Wow, that is slim. Very slim.
That's going slim.
Yeah, very. Unusual. Now this one surprised me. These were some Jimmy Buffett glasses I had bought at a thrift store, and I did pay 75 cents a piece for them. So 3.
Oh my gosh, 75 whole cents.
But they've been listed for quite a while, and when I say quite a while, probably a couple of years. But I got full price all of a sudden. Boom, there they go. So they sold for the $29.99. for $1.50 investment. This is part of my Indian collection. Everybody, as I just keep reiterating, don't pass up Southwest stuff if you find it cheap enough. This particular doll was my own personal collection. I took a best offer of $44.99 on that. and in the Southwest department, I had all of this wrought iron, switch plates and everything all over the house. And little by little, I've been selling it off. And then I took this last lot of, how many pieces did I have there, Jason? 10. And in the last lot, and I took a best offer of $75 just to say bye. It's all gone now.
All right, in the Lighthouse booth. How old are you? My mother is 81 and lives with her 102-year-old mother. Holy crap. Hey, speaking of in a retirement home, did you see the news story about the girl who's moving out on her own and found an apartment and didn't realize, she was 19, didn't realize till she got there that it was an old folks home?
No, I didn't see that one.
It was in the news about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
She didn't realize it, and they didn't realize she was only 19, and they let her stay, and she kind of likes living with the old folks. It's a great news story. Look it up if you get a chance.
I will. That is
57, 81-year-old mom, 102-year-old grandma. Love it.
Amazing.
Happy Mother's Day to your whole clan.
Yep. This is a New Haven clock, the Burwood products, everyone, B-U-R-W-O-D, Burwood products. And I always pick these up if they're cheap. And this one was only $2. And the clock worked and everything. And I got the full price of the $22.99.
And we'll look at the video of the clock working.
This has been up. So,
all right.
Before I was doing so well with my videos.
Because clocks are a good thing to show videos on.
Yeah.
Especially old ones to show that it's working normally.
Yeah, because it does have the second hand on it. So, that would have been a good video. And, another Indian doll. Can you look at that? This again from my personal collection. And I took a best offer of $85 on this particular Indian doll. So if you see these at garage sales, you guys check them out. Because as you can see, on $2, I made some really good money.
Elisa was like, are we getting a creepy buyer's caroler? Actually, one of the few things that is not showing up today.
No, it has not. Hey, I just showed you this last week. Whoa. Bam. Remember, I was trying to do my research. And by the way, thank you to all those who did give me some helpful hints when I went to list this, you guys. And let's see, what did I pay for the doll? I paid $8 for the doll and sold it for the full $99, Jace. So that went quick, everybody.
Nice job.
Yeah. I did pretty good on those. That's for
sure.
You
sold TV trays. Shut up. Get out of here. I don't believe you.
So this was the day, remember you guys, when we did the show and I said that we had gone out to the community Amish garage sales and we picked up these TV trays and the lady had $20 on them and Dad made her the offer of $15 and they accepted. And I ended up selling them for a grand total accepted offer of $206. So how do you package those suckers up? Because I had.
And how much do you charge for shipping? $69.
$69. So. Yep. And they said, would we ship to Wisconsin? And I said, yes, we can do that. Give me your address. I'll figure the shipping, blah, blah, blah. And so Dad and I started working on those suckers Saturday morning. It only took us 3 hours to pack them up. So here we go, everybody. And I apologize. I did the pictures the wrong way. I apologize.
I will leave the block of wood put away, but come on.
All right. So
horizontal.
So they're on the holder. And as you can see, between each tray, I put bubble wrap. And then we also put this protective covering over the top of the trays. So we had bubble going every which way to start. Okay, so that's how we started out. You're trying to protect everything that we could. Okay, what's my next shot, Jace? Okay, and then I just wanted to give you a side view so you can see how we had the bubble wrap going in, through the sides of everything, again, for protection. That was I didn't want the wood to scratch, just in case they started rubbing together. So that was my goal was, to not have that happen.
Now, before we go to the next picture, I started doing this with glassware. When people buy my Denison glasses, I used to wrap them separately, but that makes a much bigger box. And I thought, well, if I just stick them together and they come in a plastic sleeve and then cellophane them. So what I want everyone to start to realize is you don't have to take this apart and then wrap it as 5 separate pieces. Right. If you can get it together tight where it can't move, it's better for you because it's a smaller item. And I have not had any glass break yet. I stick the 2 glasses together, cellophane it, and then bubble it and put it in a long box. Yep. Same with this. They kept them together, but just made sure there was cushion in between, and then they got it tight. And so That's kind of contrary to your thinking. Usually you think, oh, I got to wrap everything separately.
Right. So yeah, we definitely wanted to keep them together. And again, just showing us how we, constantly kept working on putting, the bubble wrap around everything that we could. And then from the bubble wrap, what's the next shot, Jace? Okay.
The bottom.
Yeah, that's the bottom. I know what we did here, guys. We wanted to protect the wheels.
And Dad's feet.
Yeah, Dad's feet. So we wanted to protect the wheels. So we brought the bubble wrap on top and went around the wheels to keep them protected. And we needed those wheels kept turned in because we didn't want to expend our inches. You know what I mean? So that was key, to make sure that the wheels were turned in as we went from there. And then
Penny says no pool noodles.
That's when we put them in the box. I think we have some there. So that's the box that Dad had to work with, you guys. So we started with that. And of course, you had to do a lot of Franken boxes, to make that work. I don't know if you can. Let me see. What's the next picture, Jace? Okay. There. What we did, guys, and I don't think I have a good shot of it, but before all that, before the foam rubber on the outsides for more protection, we did shrink wrap the entire thing, Jason. We went around everything that we had done prior to it. And then we started, I found this foam rubber at a garage sale. So we put a patch on one side and a patch on the other. So, Karen, we looked at that and it was going to be too much work. And we decided not to take the wheels off. So we left them on. So on that one. Yeah. So yeah, then here you can see there's a little bit of a hump there because of the handle, on the holder. But as you kept seeing, we put some more foam rubber over the handle, tape galore, tape, before we finished off the top of the box. And that sucker weighed 44 pounds, I think, Jace.
Oh,
yeah.
There's your all cellophane deals.
Yeah, there it is. There it is with the shrink wrap starting to go. Yeah.
We would love to show you the finished product.
I guess I didn't take a picture or I lost it. I don't know. But
it's free to take pictures nowadays. It doesn't cost no money. Just take a ton. Just keep taking them.
I did.
And then we'll figure out what we need and you can delete the rest.
But it was 44 pounds, guys. And I did make a little money on the shipping and off it went. But it was a 3-hour ordeal, you guys. This was no easy task because I want them to get there safe and sound. So from there, remember I showed the castles? That was last week. I started conversing with this fella from China who was apparently he must sell this kind of stuff over there. And our messages went back and forth. And first he wanted me to ship to his gal in Pennsylvania, who then, turns around and ships to him. I forget what he called her, but his consignee or whatever. And then he said, well, unless you want to ship directly to China. And so I figured the shipping, I said, well, it would be cheaper in 2 boxes. The 2 boxes were going to cost $162 each just in shipping. Plus he was going to pay me $200 and some for these. So I'm thinking, my God, how can he make money after he spends all that kind of money? So we went back and forth with messages quite a bit. And all of a sudden I go to send him another message. And I wanted to bring this up to people just in case this has happened to you. I couldn't send any more messages. It stopped. It said,
it's like 10 a day or some bullshit like that.
Yes. And you can only.
Yeah, we had it happen in the thrifting board where someone was working out a deal through eBay. So not off eBay.
Right.
But then they hit that wall. And so now the customer who doesn't know you hit a wall.
Right.
How do you talk to them? So we actually had one of the admins, Bridget. She reached out to the customer on behalf of the member of the thrifting board. So the customer didn't think she got ghosted. So if you ever get in that situation, come to us. We'll help you out. So
the message says, you have to wait till tomorrow, till the next day. So, but I called eBay and I said, look, I'm conversing with this customer. We're trying to get this deal done. And I said, how, but now he said, go into it another way. He says, go into the contact, how do you contact your customer? Excuse me. So I did do that and it did work, but then I didn't hear back from him until the next day. So maybe he couldn't send anything more back to me. So anyways, so bottom line is, guys, we paid, if you recall, I paid $150 for 13 pieces. He bought the 12 castle piece altogether, sold it to him for the $285, and I still have one more piece. So far I've made $123, on the 12 castles. And I really, really wanted to sell them to this man because it was all of them at one shot. And they took a while to do. We had to individually wrap each one. And there's a lot of little points on these. I hope they get there safe and sound. So we bubble wrapped and we put little things on the steeples and wrapped some more and taped and then put them in a separate box. Each one went into an individual box and with the peanuts all around. And then, so I had 12 boxes go into the big box, but I shipped only to Pennsylvania. I was not going to take responsibility from here to China. If it makes it safe and sound to Lancaster, then it's out of my hands. Now, I don't know if they're going to open every one, which would be ridiculous, but they might. I don't know. But we made good money. But Saturday, we were exhausted, you guys. It was 3 hours on the TV trays and almost 3 hours on these suckers. Because when you have to do it individually, it took a lot of time. So, that's how we did it. Phew.
Exhausting week.
Exhausting weekend, yes.
But Mom did it, Dad did it. Y'all can do it, and let that be your guide.
Exactly. So,
all right, what quarter things did you?
All right. Well, I'm gonna. We hit a sale on the third day. Okay, and so we go in. I'm going to start with this little Starbucks. It's actually a Christmas ornament. It's a shopping bag.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the little teddy bears were also, and then they're also Starbucks ornaments. Okay. And so she had $2 on it, and I said, would you take a quarter for all three? They said yes.
What?
So, yeah, all three. And so together, this little, and I think I'm going to sell them all together, I think, because I think I'll get more money that way. So I'm looking at around $20, maybe 25 on the Starbucks.
I don't care what price you listed for, lady. I'm giving you a quarter.
That was it. But they kind of said, we're open to offers. That's all Mom had to hear. Hello. Okay, the other thing they had there was this Barbie doll. I mean, it's nothing fantastic, but this was only 50 cents. And so 2 quarters. And, she'll sell for around $20, maybe a little more, just depending, 20, 25, somewhere in that vicinity. So she's the Angel Barbie doll, Holiday Angel. I did not find the year. I'm sure it's there, but, something like that. Okay. Then they had this, and I picked this up for a quarter.
Nice.
I know it's sealed, Jason. Maybe Mom should keep this.
Nice.
Because I don't have this. So, this is the Easter Island statues that I probably will never see in my lifetime in person. But, it's nice to see that. Okay. Then we picked up this giant Pez nickel. It's the Minion Bob, because I don't know the Minions all that well. And he was marked $2. I got him for $1. And he will sell around $20 to $25, Jace.
Nice.
Okay. All right. And I've said before, and I haven't bought any in a while, but rolls of border wallpaper. Okay. And there were 5 rolls, and they wanted $1 each. And I said, how about $3? And I said, sold. And then these 5 rolls, guys, $25 to $30, hopefully. So. I always look at the wallpaper borders because they do so well.
Let's get a little more thumbs up for my mom. We got 136 of you live. Hi everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay. All right. I got this at our local Goodwill in Chardon, and it was half price day. It was listed for $4.59, so I got it for $2 1/4. All right.
Nice.
Look at this, you guys. I just think this is just awesome. It's a 1-piece jobby all the way down.
Wow.
Yeah. But the kicker, Jace. Okay, are you ready? Meow. Whoops. Can you see are the lights blinking? Yeah, they're blinking. I know it's hard to catch the color in, but they're colored lights and they blink. Now, thanks to Big Daddy, they didn't work when I bought it, and he opened up the battery case and fixed it and made it work. So I'm going to list this for around $25, $30 when the time comes. Well, I'll list it now. I mean, I'm not going to wait.
Right. Yeah.
But your brother wants this. He says, "Oh, Mom, I want those." Okay.
Nope.
We were at a garage sale. She had a bunch of scrubs, you guys. I got 5 scrubs at $1 a piece. And, I usually list my scrubs between $12 and $15, unless it's the holiday ones, that come along. But for these, and these are all extra larges, I'll probably list these for around $15. Okay. All right. This is an Eddie Bauer down vest. Quite pretty.
Nice.
I know. And this was at we hit another estate sale on the 3-day list, and everything was half price. So she had $4 on it, so I got it for $2. And this particular,
and you didn't tell her here's a quarter and you're going to take it.
I didn't, not on this. But Yeah, this Eddie Bauer will probably list for around $25-30 because it is in beautiful condition, like new, you guys, like new. Okay, here, let me get over to this. This is
that usually means a bigger item. If I have to get over to it.
not real big. This is a Hamilton Beach mixer you guys made to look old, a little retro look to it. Now the lady had $10 on it, and she said, "Well, if you're really interested, I'll give it to you for $8." And I went back and said, "How about $5?" She said, "Sold." And these are selling between $25 and $30, Jason. And she's and
you should just keep it in your bar because that's what we use instead of shaking cocktails.
Well, it could be a good idea, Jason, because
it's like 5 seconds in there, no shaking, and you're ready to go.
Okay, then maybe I will.
Yeah, we use ours about a couple times a week.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Maybe see, Mommy won't. And she says it works beautifully.
I had thrifted one just like that, but green, so same look.
Okay.
And we were making a drink, and it specifically said to throw it in the flash blender. I'm like, we had one and it broke, a vintage one. And then I went, wait a minute. I thrifted one like 100 years ago, found it behind a whole bunch of bottles of rum. It gets used all the time now.
Okay. Penny wants to know the size of the vest. I believe it was an extra large, but maybe let me make sure. No, it's a medium. I'm sorry. The vest is a medium, Penny. So if anybody's interested, let me know. Okay. Oh, let's see. I think I have to get to some larger items here.
We're going to hear a grunt in a few seconds. I know that.
It's a freaking ton, you guys.
Oh, my God.
Well, we have sold dartboards in the past and have done very well with them. Now, we go to this. This was the estate sale on the third day. This is a stealth Bristol dartboard, you guys, with the hidden scorecard. Brand new in the box. Never been used. And the guy, is the sticker still on there for $30? Or do I have the wrong side?
We don't see no $30 sticker.
Okay, so the sticker was on there for $30, and Dad and I are walking around, and the guy says to me, since it's our last day, everything's half price. Apparently, Dad didn't hear him, so Dad's looking at the dartboard. He says to the guy, "Will you take $20 for this?" Because I had 30 on it. And I said to Dad, "Everything's half price, hon. It's 15." "Oh, okay." And then the guy says, and Dad says to the guy, "Well, I guess you would take the 20 then, wouldn't you?" But we got it for 15, you guys. And this particular item will sell around $60, Chase.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's brand new. Okay.
At least it's compact somewhat.
yeah. Heavy. It's heavy.
You got to find another box that basically, and that's the kind of thing, you don't need padding when you ship that because it's already in its original box. You just got to find another box that it just slides right into.
I know.
You don't need extra on that one.
You know how many times your dad has said that? If we just had the right size box. Oh, that poor guy, what he's done sometimes.
Just slide it in.
All right, I got something I got to plug in, so hold on.
Plug in and large now.
Yeah. Oh, can I get in here? Oh, I can't reach it. Hold on, gang. Hold on. Let me get it up here. Here we go. Oh, be nasty to me. Come on, get in here. Well, what's going on here? All of a sudden, I can't get into the things.
On another note.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. This should work. Let me try it now.
How many pegs does it take to plug in a light?
All right, here's this little easy job here. This is a Miller Lite. And it's one of those that you use with the dry eraser, Jason.
Yep.
Okay, and here's the switch to turn on the light. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, and then when you use the dry eraser, it lights up on the lower portion. When we had that flea market last Saturday at Jazzercise, I saw this right away, and I said to them, "How much?" And they said $10. I said, "Sold for $10." I didn't.
Here's a quarter. Now F off.
Yeah, I didn't even hesitate, at the $10 because I will list this guys for around $75. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Now on this last item, I need a little feedback from the group.
I thought you were going to say I need to get someone to help me pick it up.
I go to this sale. And I see this whole arrangement of the Wizard of Oz dolls. Okay, so I'm going to start showing these to you. This one's on a stand. Glinda the Good Witch, the Mayor of Munchkin Land, the Wizard, Tin Man. Okay, let me hear. I'm going to see if I can pile these over here. Wicked Witch of the West, This was one of the ballerinas, that danced through at Munchkin Land. We've got the Cowardly Lion. Okay, we've got the Lollipop Kids.
We wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land.
We have the Scarecrow, and of course, Dorothy with Toto. Okay, and I see him there, and I'm looking, and she had no price on them, and I'm going, oh God, I wonder what do I want to? So I started to quick look them up. Well, each doll, was selling from pretty good money, 25, 35, depending. And I'm looking, I'm going. I said, how much do you want for your Wizard of Oz set? And she says, how's $1 an item sound?
What?
$1 an item. I go, oh, I said, well, that sounds pretty good. I said, I guess I'll do that.
And you haggled her to a quarter. Is that the end of the story?
And I said, well, I think I'll take them all. And so okay, fine. So as I'm leaving, and going down the driveway, almost to the car, she's running to me. Wait, you forgot. She'd forgotten to give me Toto in the basket. So I was glad. So I have all the pieces and a couple of extra stands. And here's my question, Jason, and maybe you can help Mom. Some of you may know, back quite some time ago, I have this autographed letter.
Oh, yeah.
From Ray Bolger, who played the Scarecrow. And it's on his letterhead, and he even put some little pieces of straw in here. And this was written to me. My mother-in-law happened to be on the same plane as he was. And she said, well, my daughter imitates you because I used to do the Scarecrow going down the yellow brick road. And so here's what he writes. He says, Peggy, you keep out of my business and I'll keep out of yours. What can a male scarecrow do with a female scarecrow? Make more straw. Love, the Scarecrow of Oz, Ray Bolger. Do I sell this? Or unless you want to keep it, Jason, to go along with this?
I wouldn't sell to go along with it. I mean, it'd be a cool piece to sell.
Yeah.
Maybe even at auction, like one of the bigger auction houses. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, I wouldn't put them with this.
Okay.
So were the dolls made by Presents?
Yes, they were. The dolls were made by
Look at Craig. Yes. Drop the mic on Craig.
All right. I spent, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I spent, let's see, each. Okay. So I spent the $10. If I would sell them separately, it would be around $300. Okay. As a group, I think I should sell them as a group. That's my gut feeling. How does the check feel?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Because when you see the pieces parts, they're going for very good money.
Split them up. Never mind.
Oh, geez. Okay. Now that's what I'm wondering. Will I get? I mean, if I could.
Here's what I would do. It would combo of Craig and me. So if it's worth $300, if you add them all up together, throw them up as a lot for $400 first, and let it sit for a minute and see what happens.
Yeah.
If you get one good sale more than by themselves, you turn 10 listings into one. Goodbye.
Yeah. Like we've said before, price it high and let it fly, and see what happens. And if I could sell everything for $400 or even $350, I would, because to ship one box over, a bunch of different ones is definitely, easier for us, of course, to do that. So, and I know a lot of you are saying split them up, but I think I will go for the group shot first. And
let it sit for a little bit. If it doesn't happen, then you can split it up.
Yeah, exactly. If I don't get any takers, we'll see what happens. So that was my dilemma. So hang on to the picture. Jason, is this something you want to keep?
Maybe, but if it's something that might bring crazy money, sell it and go on vacation.
Yeah, well, hey, I wish, I hope. I'd like to go right now and get the hell out of this weather.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Why do you still live there? It's crazy.
Yeah, I should get out of here. You guys going to be home the month of May? Maybe I'll take a quick trip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going away this week, and
this weekend,
Labor Day, Memorial Weekend.
Okay, but I got to be here for the 22nd because we're having our Tiki Flea Market, so I got to be here for that.
See, you're busy.
I know.
Make sure your Tiki Flea Market booth is ready for snow, because you never know at this point.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past us. You never know, for sure. So that's my haul for this week, everybody.
All right. Well, there it is. Another fun episode on this lovely Mother's Day. So thank you to all the mothers in the chat. You do the job that's impossible by anyone else to do, but a strong mother. So thank you. Thank you, Mom, for not kill me when I was a teenager. I'm
I
sure
could
I'm saying sure it came close quite a few times.
Yes. But look where you are today. Mom's a very proud mother.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Yep.
So don't forget, won't be here Thursday or Sunday, but I'm going to give you guys a tease. I'm good at dropping some teases. You know how big my balls are, right, Mom? Because you gave birth to me.
No. Jesus.
Let's see if we can get this to focus. That's how much I paid for the CD. That's even ballsy by my standards. And my wife, when I bought it, said, "Are you sure about that?" I'm like,
"Nope."
I go, "I think I can at least get my money back." But I did a smidge better. So a week from Thursday, tune in to see how much a CD that I paid $100 for sold for.
Right.
Yes, 100. That's what I want you guys all to be doing. I want you to take my courses. I want you to walk into a record store, see this for $100 and have confidence that you can make money on it. Right. That's what I want to instill in you is the knowledge and the confidence. Those are the two things when I teach courses that I want you to get instilled in you, because all this is out there. And if it is not your wheelhouse, so most of you music isn't, I need you to get it in your wheelhouse so you can make crazy money.
All right.
Crazy money. Now, if you saw last week, I sold Kid Rock for $200. I will say I bested that. So there you go.
Very nice.
Little tease.
I did see one thing. I think Charmaine posted in the chat. She said, "Why don't I do an auction and start it at $350 and see what happens there?"
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'll give that a shot.
Excuse me. Here's the thing we haven't discussed yet. With auctions nowadays, you can get offers. So you start your auction, and so before you get a bid, someone can send you an offer. So say you got a $350, someone might know the value and say, I'll give you $375 right now. So that's something we should probably talk about maybe the next show. How's that sound? All right.
Like that.
We'll talk about how to use best offer within your auctions. So it's a little bit of a different pricing strategy. But so 2 weeks from today, we'll be back and we'll talk about that. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to put that.
Yes, I do have combined prices for the classes. Head over to jasonthrifts.com and you will find all my classes at the tab at the top. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you again to all the mothers of both humans and fur babies and scale babies and feather babies and gill babies and all those babies. And thank you to all the mothers that have already passed on. And that's it. That's it.
Yeah, thank you all for your wonderful comments in the chat today, everybody. It means so much. It really, really does.
Yes, it keeps my mom young. So thank you all very much for tuning in every Sunday. I appreciate you more than you all know.
Yep, for sure.
All right, for some past your expiration date, being Thrifty Over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Bye.
And happy we're going, everybody. Maybe.